harmony. All I want you to do for me is give it to me when you come home. Oh yeah, whip it to me, baby, when you get home. Yeah, I say R-E-S-P-C-T. Find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-C-T. Just a little bit. All I need is a little bit. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right. Just a little bit. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. I got what you need from me. I say R-E-S-P-E-C-T. 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 R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
And welcome to Espresso Sesh episode 146. My name is Nino Msk, and I have the honor and the pleasure to have here next to me live Nadia Straccia, Nadimop. Welcome, Nadia.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you. Oh my God, I love this.
Yes.
This is so cool. I just love your studio. It's like being in a submarine.
Thank you. Yeah, we are in a submarine. Yes, we are like in a sinking ship. We are in San Francisco, so we gotta keep it creative. We gotta keep it like weird and artsy. No, at least.
You don't even have to try so hard. I mean, it's just all natural and great, and love it.
Yeah, we got props to the station founder and co-founder and founder, like, because they are like the guest couple. They are great, keeping this together, like beautiful, functional, and tight, and everything.
Love it.
All right, we are listening in the background. Your band, no? And Nadimop live, you're singing.
That's a surprise. Thanks a lot. That was a rehearsal we did at the keyboard player's studio, and I would love to say hi to them. I hope they're watching. Peter Del Girolamo anche detto Pietro Angela Del Girolamo. Then there's
because of his passion for sciences.
Then there's Adamo De Santis. Hello, and then there's Cristiana Polegri. And then there's Stefano Malatesta. They're all my really good friends and bandmates. And
cool.
They make it all possible.
Cool. There was like a little preview of your sound, no? That sound that is like coming from, it's like a powerful voice, deep, and, you know, like in the tradition of the gospel, of the soul.
Thank you.
You know, that kind of like, let's say like path, no? Sounds like, I mean, sonic path, no?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of the genre that we do in the band. It's like mostly soulful, very vibrant, a little funky R&B. We'll take a song and we'll just completely twist it and always give it a James Brown feel.
Cool. It's like James Brown was there. Yeah, with the spirit of James Brown.
Yeah, we love that. So yeah. Plus,
Okay, you are like a multi-talented person, no? You like a singer. I mean, I've been reading your bio, no? It's like a singer. You've been collaborating as a chorus, come si dice, chorus,
yeah, back vocals and
back vocals,
background
backing vocals, and with many artists, international, like from Gloria Gaynor to Georgia. You know, like
Thank you. I would like to thank Gerardo Di Lella Big Band Orchestra, and we do like, you know, lots of gigs, and sometimes we'll, you know, follow international artists and we'll share the stage with them. And also with Maria Grazia Fontana, we did Sanremo with Georgia, and yeah, it's always a great opportunity, you know, to be able to, you know, do back vocals for a great artist and maybe learn something from the artist, you know.
yeah.
That's kind of how I started off, you know.
And also, you know, like being get to play in big stages, and
Yeah.
so that probably was kind of like a ice breaking thing, no? To
Absolutely.
like your fear, like maybe some anxiety
Oh my
for
God,
performance. No, I
yes.
say like, yeah,
Yeah, when I remember when we did Sanremo.
ansia da prestazione, no?
Yeah, ansia da prestazione. Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was like I think 2001 or something. And I remember going on the stage and my legs were like completely shaking,
yeah.
and I wasn't even going to be the lead, you know. So
Yeah.
it's like step by step you start to, you know, discover the stage through these kind of things, and I'm very thankful for that kind of background. So after like 150 years, I could be lead finally.
Yeah,
You know, it took
takes like just 150 years. Yeah, actually, there was like a nice documentary movie about. I think it's like Six Step from the celebrity, something. It was about the backing singers.
Mm-hmm.
The like was like. Anyways, it's talking itself by the backing singer role.
Mm-hmm.
It's you know, it's very important, but you know, it's kind of like in the background.
Yeah. It's a completely different job. It's like when you're doing lead, of course, you're expressing yourself in a certain way. You're improvising. When you're a background vocal, you have a big responsibility because you have to keep everything really tight and on key. And there's no way you can like stand out of that. You have to be in the mix completely.
Yeah.
So it taught me a lot, and I'm very thankful for having done that. And I still do it today. And I just love background vocals in general.
Yeah.
And just love background vocals. I mean, but it's kind of like a comfort zone, you know. If you're always doing you always have like other people to sing with. So sometimes it's also nice to do lead and express yourself in that way.
But also, you know, I think it's having like a background as a background vocals, like as a formation.
Yes.
You know exactly where you have to sing, and probably give you like a nice. Because they say like you learn the rule and then you break it, no?
Yeah.
So you know, as a background vocals, probably you have to learn lots of rules, no?
Yeah.
Even like a stage behavior. And like singing behavior, like, you know,
A little strict.
a little strict, no? And
But good. It's great. It's supposed to be that way, you know, because there's somebody else that's doing, you know, the lead, and you're
lead.
there to support the song and support the artist. You're not there to be like the,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
And then when you get to be the front in the show,
Oh, yeah.
that's
when you go wild.
when you go wild. I saw you like you did also a lot of acting, no, in theater,
Yeah.
like singing and performing in theater, and
I did well. My primary thing is singing, but I've always been very inclined to acting as well. And so whenever I have the opportunity, I will take it. And there's always lots to learn there as well. And we just recently finished Processo Pinocchio in Italy, and it was with great artists like Christian Ruiz and Luca Giacomelli. Andrea Palotto is a director. And it was a really great show, actually, and we were supposed to finish it like after a year. Instead, it kept on going and going because we had a nice following. Very off, like a little in little tiny theaters, but it was always full of people, and it was always a nice warm crowd. And I think I learned a lot from that experience. You know, just being on stage with really talented actors really teaches you a lot, you know, because you're there with all ears, you know, trying to breathe it all in and learn as much as possible and have fun, of course.
And so you started. So you were born in the U.S. So you are
Yeah.
Italian American,
Yes.
even if you mostly are performing now in Italy
In Italy,
these
yeah.
days,
in,
no?
in Europe in general,
Europe,
but yeah, Italy is my base. Yeah.
Italy is your base.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you get like? How do you start? You start this passion for music, like singing. That was something like you were born with, like you were already singing, like as a
Listening
child.
to my mom singing Italian music while making tagliatelle.
Okay.
No, because it was a
I
very,
got the honor to meet your mom actually the other day, last week. It was great. Yes.
yeah. Well, she's a beautiful woman. Like everybody sees their mom that way. So, yeah, we grew up in Detroit, near Detroit in Roseville, and yeah, it was like kind of a mixed situation because I'd be listening to Marvin Gaye and Stevie Wonder, and then I'd go to the kitchen and mom's listening to Pavarotti and whistling and making pasta, and so it's like I grew up with this.
With the both,
Yes,
yeah, the
with both
Motown
cultures.
and the Italian classics.
Yeah, so it's pretty unique.
Yeah, and I mean, probably the heritage of being from Detroit, probably the kind of like it was like something that you brought in your whole life, no?
Oh, of
Because
course,
the
yeah, 'cause-
Motown, the Motor Town. So
Yeah.
like this like the musical imprint for you was kind of
Yes.
like a sign of the destiny, no?
Yeah, like our pop music was Aretha Franklin. It wasn't considered like, not that it wasn't considered soul. It's soul in everything, but that's what we grew up with. Like every single day on the radio, you have Aretha Franklin, you have Stevie Wonder. So that's what becomes like
Your
your pop music,
yeah.
so to speak.
Yeah.
So yeah, so whether you like it or not, it becomes part of you, and I love it. So that was even greater. So.
Yeah, and like you completely immersed in it, immerse in it. Let's play another song from your record. I think you're gonna do some live performance as well, no?
Okay.
So yeah, because let's let the music speak for itself. I got a couple of stuff here line up from.
Where did you find this stuff?
Yeah, I had to dig very deep. So
In the underground.
in the underground on the internet. So there is this Sweetest Taboo. It's a Sade song. There's like a live quartet.
Yeah.
I pick it up. Or if you have something else, I have here. This,
Oh, that's
it's kind of.
I believe it or not, I kind of have a little headquarters of my own, and it's called Nadimop Playroom, and that's
Okay.
it.
Okay. Cool.
And it's like a complete disaster inside, and it has like all my toys from my childhood. It's kind of weird, but I love them. And we were improvising with Peter De Girolamo,
Okay.
Pietro Angela, and we're in America, Peter, so it's cool if I say it in Italian, okay? Because he doesn't really like that. He likes Peter. So we were improvising here, I think, right? What song is that?
Yeah, it's the some Napolitan folk
Oh,
with
okay,
the
yeah,
project.
that was funny, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So looks from the playroom, Nadia's playroom. Yeah, this. Eccoci qua.
Welcome everybody, this
All
is
right.
a video. Peter, sono appena stata a Napoli e c'è una canzone che mi piace molto. No, la sfogliatella? Lubabba. Quando mamma te l'ha fatta, quando mamma te l'ha fatta, vuoi sapere come facete, vuoi sapere come facete. Lo vuoi sapere? You know this song?
I know this song, yeah, this kind of song.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Whoa, woman, no one. woman, don't you treat me this mean. You're the meanest old woman that I've ever seen. I guess if you said no, I'd have to pack my things and go. Hit the road, Jack, don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, don't you come back no more. Now, baby, listen, baby, don't you treat me this way, 'cause I'll be back on my feet someday. Well, I guess if you say no, I have to pack my things and go. Hit the road, Jack, don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. Don't you come back no more. Don't you come back. Don't you come back.
And with this Nadia Straccia Nadimop example, actually, like Pietro, not Peter De Girolamo, Pietro Angelo, but Pietro Straccia,
That I would like to
mentioned,
invite.
they would like to invite to the studio. One day it will come. One day. Actually, like he mentioned, it's first I want to give a shout to Dario Landman. Thank you for listening and the support.
Ciao Dario!
So.
Ha sentito la canzone napoletana?
La canzone napoletana. Yeah, that's like a, it's an example that you can switch completely from a registry like there is a traditional folkloric Italian song like from Napoli,
Yeah.
to like a classic Ray Charles, Hit the Road Jack, no, like in the same so in the same song, no,
Yeah.
so jump completely, and this is something that is very peculiar, no, because it's so you have you interiorize like completely to different cultures, and you live you let them live together in your own person, no?
Yes. Yeah, because they're two elements that are inside of me, so they grow in at the same pace, as opposed to many Italian singers that see American music as like the ultimate music. I don't see it that way. I just love Italian music just as much as I like American and international music in general. There are some Italian songs that I'm just crazy about, and I try to bring them on stage. I'll give them a different twist because it's just I have a different
Personality, yeah. So,
but yeah, they're I just think they're beautiful, and I would like to add more. Exactly, when I come back. When I go back to Italy, I'll probably add some more Italian songs on my set list.
cool, no, because
Italy
this is,
rocks, man.
Italy rocks. But like we are who we are, no, and we have our roots somewhere, no, and we gotta be aware of this, no. So besides this, also you've been collaborating with, you've been like performing as a DJ, and you also recorded the vocals for like dance music tracks. So it's very like polyedric, no, like you say in English. Yeah.
Well, I just love, like I said, R&B and soul, and so I started like just spinning some records back in the day when we were still using vinyls. So every time I had a gig, I'd have to bring like 5 bags like full of vinyls to the gig. So that was like not that easy, but I loved it, and that's how I kind of started with this kind of music. And then from one thing, the one thing led to the next, and I'd take the microphone, I'd start rapping on the microphone. Every time there was a beatbox, I would like, check it out, I'd start rapping, and then from that came improvisation on house music, and then it just came so naturally, We have a microphone right there, so you're going to use it, right?
Yeah.
So I started working with some DJs and collaborating with them, and eventually wrote some house tunes and released them. So I don't have any, we say in Italy, il tappo sulla testa, no? Like, I like all genres. So
music, yeah.
sometimes it'll be house music, sometimes it'll be deep house music, sometimes it'll be like really soft,
like a ballad or
a ballad or just classical
like
music.
classic,
So it's I think it's nice to just keep your ears open and listen to what's beautiful for you at that moment, at that given moment. It doesn't matter what genre it is.
Yeah, you have also a gospel choir, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and I've seen also you can perform like with like a chamber music ensemble, no? So
We're on hold for the moment because, like most of the members of the Ladies of Gospel, one of them moved to Chicago,
Okay.
and then another one was busy doing her own project. So it's kind of on hold. But yeah.
but it's still there. Yeah,
No,
something,
it's still there. Gospel is still there, and like it all goes back to what we were talking about before about back vocals, about singing in harmony with other voices. When we're on stage and we're doing gospel, we're in harmony completely, 3, 4, 5, 7, 100 voices, and we're all together, and it becomes one voice, and there's nothing that could beat that.
Yeah, that's so powerful. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't give that up.
Yeah, I see. Probably you going to Italy. You brought the US to Italy, but also like you have Italy itself, no? So probably stuff like emceeing or this thing where
Yeah.
like they are not that common in Italy, no?
Yeah.
Like so you're like, whoa, what's going on here? Is that
Yeah.
okay? So you brought a guitar here.
I brought a
Would you like to perform some stuff?
Well, let's see. I have my
You have a super special guitar tech.
Making sure all.
Make sure everything is nice and
Well, actually, I wanted. Oh my god.
yeah. No,
Can
you're gonna use that one.
I wanted my brother. Okay, so this is Pietro. I know he doesn't want to be put on the spot, but he's my beautiful brother. He's an incredible. Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, we need probably this for her and this for the guitar. Yeah, it's Espresso Sesh. We are preparing for the live show, so if you hear some, it's all good. We are here live, alive, and well, very well.
And
Okay, so you're gonna have this mic for your voice,
Yes.
and I'm gonna give you this one for the guitar.
okay,
It's yeah.
so
Antonino, is that?
I wanted to say something about my brother Pietro. That's
Yeah.
it. So he's like the most talented person I know. Like he's a songwriter and he has a band Epic, beautiful songs, and he will release them very soon. In the meantime, he's with Elettrodomestico, touring, and I really look up to him for music and for lots of other things. And I just wanted to say, look him up. Pietro Straccia, Etro. What is he up there?
And this is also an honor to have him here, even
an
if he's
honor
just
to
doing the guitar tech for the event.
And
But
I have the
bring
honor
it a
to
good
use
vibe.
his beautiful guitar. So, yeah, I'm not a guitar player. I just like to strum some of my songs. This
Yeah.
is a song I wrote like maybe 15 years ago. And let's see what happens. Let's see if I still remember it.
Ora, yes. Ora, Nadia Straccia, Nadimop, live, Espresso Sesh, BFF.fm.
Try to keep it safe, but then you just freaked out. There's so many heartbreaks coming from my mistakes. I will surrender to loving what it takes. It's me, myself, and I will survive. I've landed on my feet, though I cried, I'm alive. I didn't want to be another, just myself. Now someone else's clone, guess it just wasn't enough for your sorry ass. And you didn't come home, baby, what a pity that you just couldn't stick around. Another mission accomplished, but I won't break down. There's so many heartbreaks coming from my mistakes. I won't surrender to loving what it takes. It's me, myself, and I will survive. Landing on my feet, though I cried, I'm alive, yeah. Ooh, oh yeah. So many heartbreaks coming from my mistakes. I won't surrender to loving what it takes. It's me, myself, and I will survive. Landed on my feet, though I cried, I'm alive.
Nadia Straccia, Nadimop, live, BFF.fm, original composition, original song.
Thank you. kind of nerve-wracking when you have to also play something, you know.
Yeah.
These little mic things are coming up.
Yeah.
But I like challenges, so.
Cool, and thank you for playing. Like, you know, it's like it's a radio station. Probably it's not even the best seat for playing a guitar, but you know, like,
These are like theater seats.
yeah, the theater seats. Yeah,
They look fine. to
we're
me.
not gonna tell from which theater they are from because probably they're gonna be mad at us. But yeah,
I brought you a little something.
you brought me a little something.
Yeah,
Oh, thank you.
I actually forgot when I walked in. I was just so overwhelmed.
Oh, thank you. That's great.
La Luisa Gran Nocciolato Gusto Gianduia.
That's great. Questo per Natale, il torrone di Natale. Grazie.
Buon Natale,
Grazie.
buon
Questo...
Natale, guarda, è veramente un piacere passare il Natale in questo posto, cioè in questo periodo natalizio, in un posto così meraviglioso come questo studio.
Grazie, è un piacere averti nello studio. Questo è molto San Francisco, vedi? Okay, we gotta keep it creative, no? Otherwise, you know, life is gray, like routine, everyday life, and the phones and the computer.
phones
and
get-
so, you know, we keep it creative, no? We keep it like colorful.
I gotta put
and-
this back because, you know, now I'm sitting,
Yeah,
I
no,
want to get more comfortable.
yes, get you comfortable, yes.
Do you ever sleep in here? Like, do you ever?
You know, fortunately, I have a house. No? I can afford living in San Francisco. Like, you know, I do a couple of jobs to support myself. But you know, like I have a place, I have a better. Yeah, you know, just in case I can sleep, there is a nice tree house.
A tree house,
You know, that can.
No, because I don't have a house here, so this could come in handy.
Okay, yeah, we can talk to Noel and other people here. You know.
Oh my God.
You're never gonna find something like that that easy. So, you know, you gotta say that. Ma let's talk actually, you know, la domanda nasce spontanea adesso, no? Like,
Spontanea.
so, proximity, please, with the
Oh,
mic.
sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, because we're talking about San Francisco, no?
Yeah.
So, this is a place, the Bay Area, for you, it's very, you come here often, no? Because you have family here, no?
My family's here. My brothers live here. Yeah.
Yes.
And all my cousins, by the way, in California, they're just scattered around.
Yeah. How is this place for you? Like, I mean, I guess it's a place, it's a special place in your heart, no?
Yes. There's just so much about it that I resonate with. Just so much.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been coming, you know, occasionally whenever I can I have the possibility to come, I do come. And the thing that I like about it is that I don't come on vacation. I come to visit.
Yeah.
So when I come, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to take a walk down and I hang out with the residents and I do just the normal things like go grocery shopping and hang out with my brother and maybe write a song, you know, so I could live it fully. I could live the experience as if I lived here, you know. So that's the first thing I love about it. And what else do I love about it? Everything. I just love the way people use creativity just to face their everyday life, at least the people that I have met so far.
Yes.
I love the kindness. That's an aspect that's for me is very important.
Especially coming from Rome, no? That is
Exactly.
You don't find that easily in Rome, no?
Exactly. For me, it's important to greet people
Yeah.
walking down the street, even if I don't know you. I like to say hello, and I haven't always had a positive response in Italy. And I'm not saying that they're mean or anything. It's just not in the culture to really, start talking to someone you don't know. Instead here it's like very common just to walk down the street and someone stops you. Oh, so how you doing? You know, and it's I resonate with that a lot. I just love the art. I just love everything about it. I can't think of it now because I can't pinpoint in this very moment, but there's just something about the energy that really is just such a high energy that you feel like creating, you feel like doing things, you feel like taking a bike ride, taking a walk, writing a song.
No, that's why I ask you, because, you know, like, if you're immersed here, like, fully immersed, you know, living, everyday life, you will sometimes take for granted some things, you know, some, like, pros of this, of living here, no? So that's why I ask,
yeah, that happens to everybody, wherever we live, you know.
Yeah.
Same, like, I live in Rome, and it's incredibly beautiful, and sometimes I take it for granted as well, you know, and probably... we all do that. So, but yeah, I would definitely come more often, like once a year for 6 months, like half a year here and half a year in Rome. If I had the possibility to do that, I would totally do that. So I could like deep in, like both worlds in some way and explore.
Like Garibaldi nowadays, they hear of two words, no?
Yeah, I would totally do that if I could do it. Well, maybe
I mean,
in the
sounds
future.
like a plan. Like wintertime here and summertime in Italy.
Well,
or
yeah,
like,
it's not
or
even
maybe-
winter. It's
this winter is.
I mean, I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt.
And this is cold. This is
Really?
Cold. Yeah, this is cold these days. These are cold.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes.
I'm not wearing tights. In fact, my friends are like, I'm wearing like these sandals. Non senti freddo? Aren't your feet cold? And I'm like, it's not cold here. It's like
It's not Detroit. It's not.
it's not cold at all. It's
Yeah.
actually a great temperature to do anything. I brought my like really heavy coat. Haven't worn it yet, so
Yeah, probably you won't.
I
Yeah.
probably won't. I'll just
Yeah.
leave it here. I'll just give it to Pietro.
So you were mentioning also that so your staying here was also creative part, no? You wrote some songs also,
I
or some
wrote-
ideas, sketch down some ideas.
I have a couple songs that I have started that were just there, that are evolving into something else. I'm still working on it, but I've like changed the lyrics to a couple things.
And
Still working on it, but yeah.
and how is so having a brother musician, no?
Yeah.
And performance singer, songwriter, no? You guys collaborate often, or I know you guys you did the backing vocals for Epic album, no?
Oh well, I helped him. I helped him out, but
and also in some electrodomestico songs, no?
no, not to.
Or no?
For the Mexico, but we're working on other songs together.
They're working
Yeah.
on another song together, yes.
We're specifically working on one song that we're still in the process of recording, and we'll most likely do it this week, and
Yes.
then
So
we'll
there is-
send it over.
there is some collaboration going on,
Yes,
like
because
constantly, yeah?
my brother Pietro is like, we're identical in the sense that he also has, is half American, half Italian. So there's always like Italian American culture that intertwine in some way. So we feel, we resonate at the same level.
same,
And I think that if I were to live here, we'd probably write a little bit
More songs
more,
with-
but
yeah.
we'll start slowly.
Yeah.
We're starting, so
Okay, I'm just curious,
Yeah.
because,
I'll have a sip of tea.
yes, no, because I'm coming from only child point of view, no? So I would love to collaborate with siblings, no? If I had the opportunity, but yeah.
Well, yeah. Who knows? Maybe I might come back and just record a whole album in his studio. Who knows? I like to live it day by day,
Yeah.
so we'll see.
So what are you working these days? What are you working on these days? Like you have like a project you're like wrapping up, or like,
Yes, I'm working on mastering the guitar
okay,
in the sense that I'm studying the guitar.
that's good, no? Because like so you can
Yeah.
be a solo performer completely, no? And,
Yeah, for some reason, I've always picked it up, started strumming a couple songs, and then I just get discouraged because it didn't sound like I wanted it to sound like. It's been an ongoing process of like putting it down and staring at it for 4 months, and then grabbing it again and writing a song and liking the song, but then didn't like how I played it. It's just love-hate
Yeah.
relationship. And then lately I just decided to buy a new guitar. It's a green guitar that I love. And I just decided that I'm going to not judge myself anymore and just accompany myself with some songs that I wrote and just go from there without, having like a specific goal of where I have to go. It's just living in the now. And that's kind of my project right now.
okay,
And then Nadimop Live, a band I have it in Italy, and that's pretty much what I'm working on
okay,
right now.
cool. And you're gonna go to Italy back for Christmas
Yes,
time,
I'm going
no?
back.
So okay, you're gonna
Yeah, I have some things
Yeah.
going on, so
Yeah.
I must return to the base.
But it's great to have you here. No, when you're staying in San Francisco,
It's great to be here.
At the Espresso Sesh, BFF.
I love it. Great to be here.
Cool. Let's play another song. What do you say? What do you say? One of your songs that you have.
Any originals right now?
No. Like I was saying, something from your SoundCloud.
Oh,
It's Nadimop, no?
Nadimop.
Nadimop.
Sorry for my cough, but Ever since I've gotten here, I've had this little.
And if you just tune in, you're listening to Espresso Sesh, Best Frequencies Forever. Nadia Straccia, Nadimop, here, guest in the studio live. Which one you want to play from this?
Let me see. I can't even see anymore. Which, you played the Italian one, right?
I play actually, I played from another one.
How about, since we're in the States, New York State of Mind?
New York State of Mind, okay.
There should be a New York State of Mind somewhere.
Yes.
There you go. And Luciano Zanoni is the piano player for this song. And yeah, that's it.
That's it. Nadia
It's a
Straccia,
live version.
Nadimop,
Thanks.
New York State of Mind.
Some folks like to get away, take a holiday from the neighborhood, hop a flight to Miami Beach or to Hollywood. But I'm taking a Greyhound on the Hudson River line. I'm in a New York state of mind. I've seen all the movie stars and their fancy cars and the limousines. Been high in the Rockies under the evergreens. But I know what I'm needing, and I don't want to waste more time. I'm in a New York state of mind. It was so easy living day by day, out of touch with the rhythm and the blues. But now I need a little give and take. The New York Times and the Daily News. It comes down to reality, and it's fine with me, 'cause I let it slide. Don't care if it's Chinatown on the riverside. I don't have any reasons, I've left them all behind. I'm in a New York state of mind. I'm in a New York state of mind. New York state of mind. I'm in a New York. I'm in a New York state of mind.
And that was a New York State of Mind. A nice, intimate performance, vocals and piano. Nadia's getting ready for playing another song
Yeah.
live here.
You want to do some back vocals? No?
No.
You're not gonna.
What are you gonna play for us?
This is a song I wrote like around 18 years ago.
Okay.
A long time ago, and it talks about the hardships of just trying to get by as an artist, as a struggling artist, and about the fact that even if like you're really putting your heart and soul and you're really putting like you're not even eating people still say you still haven't struggled enough, you got to keep on going, so it was like it was a moment that I was feeling really down, and I wrote this song.
That is like the struggle never ends, or like the gavetta is like
so
never ends.
I was trying to keep it all in without expressing myself about it, but I was like a little bit sad at the time, but then everything passes, so
That's we demonize like the bad things with singing on like the blues, no?
yeah.
Okay, Nadia Straccia, Nadimop, live, BFF.fm.
Wait a minute, I can't see a thing.
Wake up, make yourself a cup of coffee. With no doubt, you're far away from your home and your family. Every step that you have made has left a passage through the cave when you're armed with nothing but the passion. But then they say you haven't struggled enough. No, 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 no. They need to see the blood you prove that you're tough. I've had enough. No, no cry, 'cause it's only in my mind. No, 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 no cry, 'cause it's only in my mind. You reach out, seems so close, but you can't touch it. I'm not gonna press my luck this time. Never mind, I'm the master of my destiny. I'm setting lines, you won't fool me this time. But still they say you haven't struggled enough. No, 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 no. They need to see the blood to prove that you're tough. I've had enough. No, no cry, 'cause it's only in my mind. I'm singing. No, 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 no cry, 'cause it's only in my mind. No, no cry, 'cause it's only in my mind. I'm singing. No, 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 no cry, 'cause it's only in my mind.
All right.
All right, totally in my mind. There's
Totally
no
in my
crying.
mind.
No crying. Keep it all in.
Yes.
That's not happening anymore. It used to happen, though.
Yeah, and probably it's better to cry now and like let it
absolutely.
go,
It's good
and
for
feel
you.
better, no? Cool. So this was another original composition,
Yes,
no?
this is an original composition.
All right.
Um,
See the microphone, this is your friend.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Before you ask me a question, and I'm like, my main project now is working on my songs, like
Yeah.
songs that I.
That you
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
perfect, yeah.
So apart from the guitar thing, it's just working on
On your the repertoire there is your
just
songs,
pulling
yeah.
them all out and polishing some of them, and
Yeah, because you have like on the internet there are a lot of songs that you sing like cover songs.
Cover
no?
songs, yes.
You do medleys as well. You have a beautiful
Yes.
voice. Let's say
Thank
close
you.
to the mic, please. Yeah,
Closer.
closer.
Yeah, lots of covers, but it's, there's a time for everything, and now it's time to work on some originals that I've started many, many years ago. Like I said, like this was 18 years ago. This was 15 years ago.
Yeah.
I also have some more recent things, but I'm still working on them. So
Yeah, sometimes music needs a little time, no? Like
Yeah.
some like good wine, like a Nebbiolo needs a few years, because probably we are not ready for some songs. We like sketch down an idea, and then like years after, oh, that was a good idea. No, probably you were not ready when you start writing that song.
And also because like life is you evolve every day, so sometimes you may write something in a specific time of your life, and then you go listen to it and you're like, wait, this I mean, I like it, it's okay, but I wouldn't sing it right now.
Yeah.
And that's happened to me a lot. So I guess through music I express that moment, and when that moment's gone, I don't feel like I resonate with it anymore, so maybe I could give it to someone else. Anyone want some songs?
Song for sale. Yeah, but also it's if you have like this like pool of songs that are on the side, they're waiting for.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can actually kind of motivate yourself and find like a specific time, to work on that song. No?
Yeah.
Not even to finish them, but just to do some steps ahead,
Yeah.
and then probably like let it in the drawer for a few more years.
Yeah, because there's something that's not a detail, especially if you're working as a musician, you don't always find a time to actually work on an album. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes money, it takes studio time as well. And sometimes you're trying to get by, you're trying to actually survive in a big city. So I do lots of things that are connected to the entertainment industry, in the sense that I'll probably do like a company event, or some like a wedding. Sometimes like everyone's embarrassed to say like I sang at a wedding, but no, sometimes I love singing at weddings, that's great. And or doing back vocals for other singers, and you spend lots of time helping out other people in their projects so that you can have an income, and then you don't always have the time to work on your project. And that's something that I want to make a priority, because
Yeah, that's good. It's good that you make a priority and like you find time for that, only for that, because like working on an album, it's some people say that like, I mean, I'm referring to Nietzsche was saying like when you have to write, don't read anything else, because otherwise you get it's a moment with yourself when you have to close down, like put a deadline.
And plus, it's all about inspiration. So what happens is, even if you do decide that this is going to be the day I'm going to write the song of my life, then you're not inspired. Sometimes it takes time also for that. So it's a process. And
like I'm what I mean right now is that inspiration. Like you have to wait for the muse to come. No, like that is not on you, most likely. No.
Yeah.
There are some the days that are completely dry. No, that you cannot even write a word. There are some days that overflowing. No.
Yeah.
But I'm what I mean is that if you have some like sketches where you were inspired before and you need to like close it down, you can find that play, because like Hemingway was saying that write drunk, edit sober. No, I mean now like find some time to edit like what you got and like put it together an album. Like I'm kind of talking, like I'm thinking loud and talking to myself, because I have some material that I should close it down right now, and I'm trying to find some time as well, just to do that, without any distraction. No?
Can we make a deal like right now in front of everybody that we're going to do that?
Yeah, we're going to do
We're
it.
not even going to write anything new. We're going to just take the things that we already have and edit them. And I'm sure something will come out of it.
Yeah, usually for me the holidays are a good time for that. No? So because what I miss in San Francisco is the seasons, because in the wintertime, in the holidays, wintertime, it's cold outside, there is snow, and you stay in and work on your stuff. With this weather outside here, it's not as cold, you get distraction, but we can find some time to, promise, give me your pinky.
We made this promise in front of the world.
All right, cool. So the deadline is gonna be for January.
Oh my God!
It's like, without stress, but it's good to channel some time just for
And it's good to acknowledge it. Like right now, we're talking about this, so we're actually thinking about it. Like sometimes you don't even think of that, oh, I got to put this thing together, you know, and we're talking about it. So I think we're halfway there.
Yeah. Cool. And what about the playroom? It just came in my mind. So that is this is your creative space, no?
Yep.
And you do like a kind of like a video series from there.
Yeah, I started this little video.
Okay.
Yeah, it started, first I started with this idea of a show. It was called White Couch Cafe. And as a matter of fact, on SoundCloud, most of the recordings are on White Couch Cafe, but they're without a video.
Okay, yeah.
But they're kind of live and stuff like that. And then I moved into this other place, and believe it or not, I walked into this room. It was in like the downstairs area, and there was like graffiti all over, green graffiti, like completely all over, and really cheesy and tacky, like nothing cute, you know. So it took me a long time to get used to that because I couldn't, at the time, I could not paint because it was like winter time, and so I wanted to wait for, you know, spring.
Yeah, to open the window
Yeah.
and let it air out, no?
So I just put all my stuff in there and my like toys from when I was little and all that. And I just started like not even putting them in a specific order. And it just looked like a complete disaster. Then one day I looked at it and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to keep it like this. I kind of like this cheesy corner. And that's how it started.
Okay.
And yeah, so far we've just done like piano and voice because it's easier to record.
Yeah.
It would be nice with the whole band in that little tiny space because it is a tiny space. And that's why I like it because everyone's kind of crammed and cozy. So we may do something with the whole band, but so far we've only done piano and voice.
So this bring me another question for you, know? The environment, you know, like having a creative environment, you know, for writing, for is kind of necessary, you know?
It's
like
yeah.
to find out what is like your the environment you resonate better
Yes.
to be creative.
Well, yeah. I mean, sometimes it depends on your mood, I think, because sometimes you may just be on like just like a white couch and you're inspired by the little, you know, little birdie chirping outside. It could be anything. But for example, this kind of environment inspires me very much because every little detail like brings me back to something. It's very inspiring. Depends. Some days I may need something very minimal and something very simple and plain. And sometimes a little more clutter could actually help out the creative process. So I think it all depends on that. But yeah, of course, the environment has a lot to do with it. Yes, of course.
Yeah, but you look like a kind of like a volcanic personality. So like the magma brings out like all the different the lava, you know, like all the different arts.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I like to express.
Cool.
art.
That's great. Let's play another song, Nadia, and then we talk about like the influences. You DJ a little bit, okay? Play some. If you want to take a look what we got here in our discography, or you brought some stuff, you have some records there, you know.
Cool. I'll take a look.
Yeah, take a look. Let's play something that I pull out here. So, yeah, we got this, the Sweetest Taboo.
Oh, look at this.
All right.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is shout out to the Geezer with the Ludity Radio on Sunday. He plays like 78 RPM. He plays like the shellac, the wax, all vinyl, all. Yeah, Sunday I guess is from noon to 2 or from 2 to 4. BFF.fm, actually. Let's take 1 second on this wonderful radio station. It's listener supported, so if you want to donate, go to bff.fm/donate. You can also subscribe and be our bestie with donation from $10 a month or more. You get some perks, you get some access for free to live shows that we do here in the alley and other stuff. Just go to bff.fm/donate. If you're watching us on Facebook, there is a donation button right there. So please keep it alive, keep this beautiful reality going, and let's listen to where the music is coming from. From here, all right. Let's listen to Sweetest Taboo, Nadimop Live Quartet.
tell you now, will you keep on loving me? If I tell you how I feel, will you keep bringing out the best in me? You giving me the sweetest taboo. You're giving me the sweetest taboo. Too good for me. That's a quiet storm, and it never felt like this before. That's a quiet storm, that is you. That's a quiet storm, and it never felt this high before. Giving me something that's taboo. You give me the sweetest taboo, and that's why I'm in love with you. You give me the sweetest taboo. Sometimes I think you're too good for me. I'd do anything for you. I'll stand out in the rain. Anything you want me to do, don't let it slip away. I'll do anything for you. You're my sweetest taboo.
And this was live, was very recent, no? Like a
Yeah.
month ago or less, no?
Yep.
Nadimop live.
That was for the Marine Corps birthday ball at the American Embassy. For the American Embassy. It was, yeah, a really nice event. So
Yeah, nice event, nice sound. So it was recorded live. So
it was recorded live with
yeah.
with Nadimop live, and we were almost the whole band, and then we had a DJ going on. So it was a nice
Cool.
situation that night.
Yeah, Nadimop live sounding good. Also figure out good like videos as well. So check them out on the YouTube if you are
Yeah.
there.
Or
Yeah.
also on my Facebook page, we also have like lots of videos that we only have there. I still have to transfer them to
Okay.
YouTube, so it would be facebook.com/Nadimop
Okay.
or Nadimop Live. We also have another one.
Nadimop live. Okay. It's good. It's pretty good. Yeah, Peter De Girolamo, you guys have like a nice. You've been collaborating since a long time,
Yep.
no? Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's,
he's awesome. I love him.
Yeah.
He's such a talented musician. He's also like he plays every single instrument, and he also has his studio and PDG. Okay, I hope this is right. PDG. I can't remember, but
Anyway.
if you look online, you'll find his website
Okay.
with all his productions. He's like really, really talented, and also Adamo De Santis and Cristiano Polegri and Stefano Malatesta. I like to say their names acknowledge their talent because I just truly believe that they are. So
Cool. Yeah. Nice. It's good to have like a band that you guys get along, like personally, like musically, and
it's not always easy. I've tried a couple times in the past, but you have to find people that you believe in and that support you as an artist. You support them. Plus, it's important for me to really get along with them as brothers, and you know what I mean, like, because you're gonna do a lot of like going to dinner with them after the show. So it's also important, like the whole human friendly aspect, and I found it with them. I'm very happy for that. It didn't always happen in the past, but this time around, I'm pretty lucky.
Too bad we cannot bring the Nadimop live thing here right now.
Who knows?
Who knows? I mean, no, right now, like at this moment.
Oh, right now in this very second.
Yeah,
no.
this very second.
Yeah.
And because you performed like a few days ago here at the Club Deluxe, no?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was really awesome to be in the whole like neighborhood. To be in that neighborhood, is it Haight and Ashbury?
Haight and Ashbury, yeah, that's a classic San Francisco vibe, you know.
Yes, my God.
Flower power.
In fact, I had to take a walk like before and after just to like explore and breathe it all in. It was great.
Yeah, that was a little while ago, the Summer of Love. It was 6 years ago now, and it's kind of different right now.
It's different.
But, still in the Bay Area, the love is, there's so much love in this city still.
I still saw a lot of colorful situations the other night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice.
And probably you're going to play again, no? In the city, like a little intimate concert, no?
I'm not 100% sure yet, but maybe, fingers crossed, maybe tomorrow night at Monte Sacro, run by Gianluca, and cool friend of ours. And who knows? I mean, if we were able to put this thing together, we might be playing an intimate little show tomorrow night. We'll see.
Or maybe somebody who listen to this show can offer a gig like in the. You're not gonna stay here longer, no, like one
I'm
more
staying
week.
long enough to do other gigs.
Yes.
So whoever is interested, I'll just like cancel my flight. No, just kidding. But
yeah, check it out.
Yeah, open to any kind of artistic experience.
Even if you want some vocals recorded, and
sure,
ready
for that too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Awesome.
Let's play another song.
All right.
So
So
another Nadimop, and then we go on the influence. Okay.
All right.
So from SoundCloud again.
No. Yeah.
Okay. From SoundCloud. You are listening to Espresso Sesh, best frequencies.
You want to do
forever?
You want to do Prince?
Yes.
There's
You got Sign of the Times.
Yeah. Prince.
Live impromptu, White House Cafe.
And this is with Luciano Zanoni as well.
Okay.
And it's live.
Nadimop.
it on time. Oh, 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 it's still in on when the rocket ship explodes, and everybody still wants to fly. Some say a man ain't happy till the man truly dies. Why? Yeah, until a man truly dies. Oh, why? Oh, why? Check it out, and tomorrow 24 hours and else today. I feel good about the way to say I'm not gonna sit here and obey. I'm starting to get sick of the fact that coming back I'm losing track of time. But you, it's fine, cause you got sound and sick of wasting mine. Every time I ever tried to tell you were okay, you turned away and say I'm not gonna fight today. I'm not gonna fight today. I'm not gonna fight today. I don't wanna fight today. I don't wanna fight today.
Nadimop, a sign of the time. There was another live impromptu, like on the musical registry, more like on the housey vibe, like
Yeah.
sunny Balearic.
We started off nice and calm, and then
Yeah, and then it's good, but because I love this vibe. And now we played this one, the Golden, no?
Golden, yes, that's my idol. I love it.
Okay. Jill Scott,
Jill
no?
Scott.
Jill Scott, yeah. Definitely you can see the Jill Scott. Yeah, well, then it's gonna be the closing part of the show, like the
Okay,
influences. Yeah, but
Yeah, that was another live that we did in a place called Billions in Rome, and it was just the trio. So we weren't like the complete band, but
yeah,
yeah,
it's a good sonic example
Yeah.
of that.
I'm taking my freedom, I'm pulling it off the shelf, I'm putting it on a chain, I'm wearing it round my neck. I'm taking my freedom, I'm putting it in my car, wherever I choose to go. I'm taking me far, I'm living my life like it's golden, 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 golden, living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden. I'm living my life like it's golden. I'm taking my own freedom, putting it in my song. I'm singing it loud and strong. I'm moving all day long. I'm taking my own freedom. I'm putting it on my stroll. I'll be high stepping you on, making my joy unfold. I'm living my life like it's golden, 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 golden, living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden, yeah, yeah. proud of me. Yeah, yeah. Now, living my life like it's golden, 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 golden, living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden. Ooh, 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 ooh.
And there was nice Jill Scott cover, and before, yes, I was still like postponing this moment of the influences, because I would like to also to play just to cover like your musical spectrum, no? Of the Lady of Gospel, no?
Oh, Ladies of Gospel.
Ladies
yeah.
of Gospel, no, because the band where you sing, like the gospel band, I think it's another part of your music palette, no? So we should showcase that as well. And I got this this video here from Auditorium Parco della Musica in Rome.
Yeah, we did.
You want to introduce it? It's a short, it's like 1.5 minutes.
Yeah, that was just someone in the crowd that took this little video. So this is also very, very live.
Very, very live, very like from a phone, like the sound is from a phone.
It's from a phone.
I mean, the stuff we heard before, they are live video, but
They're
they are
live
like
videos.
direct audio, so they are like professional recordings. Actually, we were like commenting before, like when the mics were off, that they are like proper recordings. They are good to go, like for a record, for example.
No need for studio time.
Yeah, I mean, if it's like that, live music, you know, once upon a time, the album were recorded live by the bands, no?
Of course, there are like some imperfections that you can never change. I mean, there are
Yeah, I mean,
when you're doing live, but it's part of the deal as well. You know, it makes it real. So
yeah, because we are
just keep
human.
'em.
So yeah. All right, let's listen to this Ladies of Gospel.
For Your Glory, it was a cover that we did that evening.
To behold you as my King, for your glory, I will do anything just to see you. To behold you as my King, Lord, it's not my favor.
It's just a little snippet.
It's a nice snippet, but you know, shows the energy, the vibe. No?
Yeah, I would like to say hello to my friends because those are my sisters. It's Tiarquito, Joy Garrison, Desiree Cajur. They're like my sisters, and I miss them so much. Yeah. Hello, girls. When are we having ladies' night?
All right, let's go to the influences, music influences. So you mentioned before that you growing up in Detroit, your mom was singing like was whispering like whistling,
Humming,
Italian song, cooking pasta, and the radio was playing the Motown. No?
Yeah.
But did you get like one song in particular or one artist in particular that they say like, I wanna be that. I wanna do that. Was some life changing moment in your?
That's happened with every singer.
Okay.
Steve Perry. No, it really has happened with many singers. There was a point where I loved Mariah Carey, but then that was a phase, you know. And then Prince, who doesn't love Prince, but like I really still adore Prince. Then there's like Stevie Perry, and then there are just so many, but they're mostly guys. That's
Yeah.
kind of weird, but yeah.
You wanna?
Bryan Adams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there are many artists that have inspired me. My brother Pietro Straccia, he's my main inspiration, and then yeah, so many artists, the ones that I mentioned, and there was a point where I was actually listening to hard rock music. So you know, there's some of that influence as well, but definitely lots of Prince.
Okay. If you have a song that you want to play, like for to describe your influence in particular,
Let's make one of my favorite songs,
okay.
"Don't Stop Believing" from Journey. It kind of has nothing to do with what I'm
Well, yeah.
doing at the time, but that is one of my favorite songs. It's just so uplifting, and I sing it all the time.
All right, let's play this. And if you're tuning in via Facebook, probably the live streaming is gonna drop. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, probably it's gonna be muted. But you know what you're gonna do. That's why you have to listen to the radio, no? BFF.FM on your